Hello.
Hello.
It's Nichols Retirement Empire. We're going to Walmart. Me and Tammy.
Taking a trip.
Yeah, she's mad.
I'm mad.
She's mad. Well, first she's mad because she had on these earrings, and she said, "I'm gonna take off these fancy earrings." And I said, "Okay."
You're too fancy for Walmart.
Yeah, we don't want to. So anyway, she takes off her earrings. I said, "You might as well take them and throw them out there on the ground because you're never gonna get them out of my truck. They'll be in here
you know what I'm wearing?
from now on."
A pajama top. I'm wearing a pajama top, and I had on fancy earrings for my video.
She's mixed and matched.
Yeah.
So anyway, so those earrings are right there. They'll probably be there a while. And she was, look at those earrings. She was
They don't really go with a pajama top. They're fine for videoing because but not for going out to Walmart.
No, not Walmart. Let me fix y'all right there. And she did a video on her channel, Color Valley Cooks, and her microphone was messed up. So that
really burned me up.
She's very
Because I was going to do another video today.
at it.
And now my microphone's torn up and it sounded awful.
Ridiculous.
And so I have to wait to get a microphone unless Walmart might carry one.
And what are we getting? We're getting air filters.
And allergy tablets because my nose has started to run.
Yep, getting a little nasally. So, you know, when Tammy and me were dating, when we were engaged, she was at my house, and I had a house. I wasn't like this.
Yes, he did. Thank God.
Total, animal. I had a house. I wasn't living in some cave somewhere.
And you wasn't living with his parents.
No, I wasn't living with my parents. Not that
Which was nice.
But if you're living with your parents,
yeah, but a lot of people do these days.
Yeah,
in this economy,
a little
especially.
more expensive. But anyway, I had a house. I had a little bitty house. 1,080 square feet. It was little. That's a little.
Yeah.
But anyway.
That's all you needed.
Yeah, that was more than I needed. I had all my junk in there. So when she came in there, of course, she started doing all this stuff, arranging things and getting rid of stuff. And
let me tell you how he kept his clothes
womaning
in a clothes basket.
Well, let me get to the
He kept his clothes in a clothes basket
first. So when she came in there, she said something about it was dusty, and I'm like, okay. And she's like, "Have you changed your filters lately?" And I was like, "You want to explain to me what changing a filter?" She goes, "For your mechanical unit." And I'm like, "I don't think I have a mechanical unit. I don't know what you're talking about." So she, because I'd always lived in an apartment, and then, whatever.
But
and when
he'd been living in that house for years.
No, I'd only been living there like a couple years.
Well, that's a long time.
But anyway, we never had a mechanical unit when I was a kid, so my dad never said anything. I remember I got my first apartment that had air conditioning. I remember when I went in there the first night, I was like, "Oh, this is like a hotel room," because it had air conditioning. Because I'd never been. My dorms didn't have air conditioning or anything like that, and the apartments I had lived in before didn't have air conditioning. And so, man, I turned that air conditioning on. I mean, I absolutely like to froze to death. I probably put it on like 50 or something because I had no idea.
You know
I didn't even know what temperature
Seriously,
it was supposed to be.
We weren't used to air conditioning growing up. Neither was I.
Yeah.
And when I went to college, I had a car that had an air conditioner.
Yeah, but you didn't
turn it on. But I didn't turn it on.
No, you don't want to wear it out.
And I rolled my windows down.
Yes.
And every time somebody got in the car with me, they wanted to know why I didn't run the air conditioner. And I said, well, it makes my throat hurt.
Oh.
It's so cold, it makes my throat hurt, and I just don't run it. And they were just like, what?
The only time I ran my air conditioner was if I was going somewhere for a job interview and I needed to not sweat.
Yeah. And when I would go into Walmart and places like that, I would freeze to death.
So anyway, I had this house, and I had no earthly idea that I even had a filter anywhere. So Tammy helped me understand. So now here I am, years later. I'm going to buy air filters because I know.
His air filter was pretty rough looking when I pulled it out.
I actually think that if you don't
was
change
like,
it, it's
"What
better.
Is that?" And I said, "This is the filter that filters the air in your house."
You get that out of here, woman. That thing is filthy. And she did. She did what I said. That's when I said, let's get married.
This woman knows how to change an air filter and cook.
And she did what I said.
Oh. I do what you say most of the time. You know what somebody said to him the other day?
Yes.
You're not going to believe this.
For me,
you are not going to believe this.
Believe it.
And it was on his channel, not my channel.
My channel. I mean, yeah, my channel.
When are you going to divorce her?
No, that was on your channel.
Oh.
So woman goes, when are you going to divorce her? And it wasn't even a video. It wasn't like we were arguing or something. It was like this some regular old video. I should have put probably tomorrow. You want to meet me down at the honky tonk?
Yeah. You got more money?
If you got more money than her, because if you don't, I'm not interested.
Right.
You got the money.
And you must have this
Honey,
splendid personality.
I know. She's probably, I really missed out on her probably.
I bet. Splendid. People just blow your mind.
I saw some kind of thing the other day. I thought it was pretty funny. It was something about don't get your real life nose broke over your internet mouth or something. Some kind of real, you know how people, they want to run their mouths on
the internet.
And they're real,
Yeah, a lot of them pretend to be Christians, and then they get on the internet and they're mean as a devil, and you're like, where is your Christian heart?
Devil people.
I'm serious.
Mean. What is he trying to do? Oh my Lord. I wish y'all could have seen that. That would have been.
Is he cutting the grass on the median?
No, it's.
Well, it was concrete. But I'm just saying.
There was a guy on a zero-turn lawnmower, and I'm sure it's the cities.
Yes.
So, and those zero turns are expensive, which is why I don't have. If they were cheap, I'd have like 7 of them. But anyway, he's on this zero turn, and there's a median, a concrete median between the lanes right here, and it's about that wide, about as wide
as his turn lawnmower.
He backed that zero turn lawnmower up on
and straddled it.
He had one set of wheels on one side of it, one set of wheels on the other.
With the blade on the concrete.
Yeah.
But maybe he didn't have the blade on.
I don't think he had the blade on, but I'm like, you're going to get stuck. I don't know what that guy was doing. When I was watching him, I was like, surely he's not going to do
Chris was shocked.
What it looks like.
I saw what Chris looked like.
Did you see my face?
Yeah.
That was great.
Walmart's fun to do. We don't go there that often.
We get excited.
I probably haven't been to Walmart since we lived in this house in 2 years. Probably 5 or 6 times. What? I haven't. We don't come over here that often. You come more than I do. I hardly ever go to Walmart. Are you thinking I'm telling a story?
You're the one talking. I'm just sitting here.
When do I go to Walmart?
I'm just sitting here being a good person.
I can try to think of the reasons I've been to Walmart. I went one time to get diamond dots because I had never done them before, and I wanted to see if they had some diamond dots. Let me think of what I went to Walmart for. Help me think. We hardly ever go to Walmart. I went one time for Christmas to buy the kids some
items.
to the Walmart in Cedartown. But this one over here, I haven't been to that much.
She probably hadn't been to it that much. Let's just, it's 12, we've been talking for 12 minutes. So let's just let Tammy off the hook right now. And
But I really haven't.
let's end this video while we still have some credibility left.
I can remember parking in that Walmart parking lot and going in that Walmart.
Well, in her
I know it's been less than 10 times. I would say 5 times. Today is number 6.
well, we just don't.
In 2 years.
In her defense,
That's not a lot of times to go to Walmart.
she doesn't.
For one, I don't like to walk in Walmart.
She does. She forgets stuff pretty easy.
Yes, I do.
So, in her defense, let's say she
He's going to say I
forgot.
have dementia.
I was gonna say you had dementia.
Yes,
You
you
did.
are.
Now you're exaggerating. First you,
You
and
just
then you
said,
added, then you multiplied it.
You just said
Let's
she
just
forgets a
say-
lot of stuff.
You do forget a lot of stuff.
That's saying I have dementia.
Like you're going to forget these earrings are in here, so that she'll forget that. All right, now let's say,
I think I'm gonna forget to cook your supper.
for sake of argument,
I'm gonna
let's say-
forget that you need to eat
I
tonight.
forgot all about supper.
I didn't know you even had to eat at night.
Well, y'all know what?
You don't know what to say.
I do know what to say, but my filter. See, we're going to buy a filter right now, and my filter right then
It's on.
stopped
It
me
better be.
from saying something to the effect of, I've managed to make
Okay, we're here.
it this far without starving to death.
We made it.
So we're here at Walmart. Let's say, even if Tammy mildly forgot a few times that she's been, even if we doubled it, it would be about 10 times. So let's compromise
I haven't been in this Walmart 10 times.
and say, just for the sake of argument, just so that she hasn't been here more than 10 times. How about that? Haven't been here more than 10 times.
See, I don't get out much.
She's got a mind like a steel trap.
Yeah.
She does.
And
Anyway.
he's trapped in my steel trap.
Let's.
He's trapped. That's why that lady wants to know when he's going to get rid of me.
Because I'm caught in her trap.
Yeah. It caught in my trap.
Sometimes.
You can't walk
Oh yeah,
out.
the other one I can't. This is really good. This is really good.
good.
She had some bruises on her arm where she fell
Oh yes.
out in the garden. So they'll come on there and they'll say, "I couldn't help but notice there were some bruises in your arm. Are you okay?" Like, give me a
And
signal.
I've told y'all about
Give
my
me a-
bruises.
Give me a signal if he's beating
And
you
how I got 'em.
up.
Now look, bruises
Like,
stay on a
you know
light.
how you call 911 and tell them you want to order a pizza?
Yeah.
That's, I think, what they want Tammy to go, okay, don't pay attention to these bruises on my arm. I was just ordering a pizza.
And they
I
don't
couldn't-
just go away overnight. A bruise stays on your body 3 or 4 weeks. I mean, it really
Well,
does.
Her body,
My body.
not my body. All right, we got to park. We got to go.
And
Seriously.
they said, I think they think he's beating me or something. And that
That's
woman wants
exactly
to know-
what they think.
And that
because,
woman wants to
because when
know
they
when
put-
you're going to get rid of
I
me.
know. One of them wants me to beat you, and then one of them wants
Thinks that
you
you're
to
beating
think that
me.
I am. It's hard to please everybody.
I know.
All these people.
Yay, we're at Wally Mart.
We got to stop.
Now, Chris just came here the other day.
We
He
gotta
made
stop.
a video of it.
We got to stop.
And he had on blue
We're stopping.
glasses that matched the Walmart.
I did. My clothes matched the Walmart. Not
Yes.
just my glasses, my clothes.
I said, you look like Walmart.
I know what the colors are over here, and I want to look good.
All right. See y'all later, alligators.